Good afternoon, myself Santosh Yadav and I welcome to all of you in LPM premises for diffraction lecture for class 12. It's a very good morning to all of you. So, we have already seen that a source is very far, so planar wavefront is coming towards the opening and a hypothetical wavefront between opening is passed out. So this hypothetical wavefront having infinite sources, and these infinite sources originate secondary wavelets, and due to secondary wavelets maxima and minima will form on screen. So this wavefront say having infinite source, so first and last source having same path at center. Similarly, below first particle and upper side of second particle from bottom side, they also meet in same phase. That is, path difference between them is 0. So you can say all the particles are divided in two parts, two halves you can say. So all the particles in upper half and all the particles in lower half having their corresponding particles. You can say first particle this one and this one, first particle. So path difference at center will be 0. Similarly, this particle and this particle will meet in same phase. This particle and this particle will meet in same phase. So all the particles in upper half and all the particles in lower half will meet in same phase at center. So center, there is a central maxima, that is delta x equal to 0. This is a condition for central maxima. So at the center, path difference is 0 in diffraction pattern also, as usual in interference pattern. So now we move on condition for minima. Condition for minima. Take slit and this is path difference. Draw perpendicular here and this is path difference. Consider path difference in lambda and this is diffraction angle theta. So if theta equal to theta 1, say theta equal to theta 1, that is at diffraction angle theta 1, let path difference between top of the particle and bottom of the particle is lambda. So by uniformity, if we take middle part here, so path difference between middle part of the particle and upper part is lambda by 2. So slit can be divided in two equal halves. So in first half, path difference between first particle and middle, path difference between just below the particle, which is this one, meet at screen in path difference lambda by 2, that is phase difference pi, opposite phase. This particle and this particle having path difference lambda by 2, that is meet in opposite phase at the screen. So minima will obtain. Similarly, path difference between this particle below of the top and below of the middle is also lambda by 2. So these waves meet at opposite phase on the screen, minima will obtain. So all the particles of upper half having corresponding particles in lower half, which will meet at a screen in opposite phase, that is path difference lambda by 2. So you can say that when path difference is lambda between top and bottommost point, then the minima will obtain on the screen. So path difference is d sin theta 1 equal to lambda, and theta 1 is very small, so you can write d theta 1 equal to lambda. So theta 1 equal to lambda by 2. Because theta is very small, so sin theta is considered as theta. So this is the first position of minima, angular position. Theta 1 is the angular position from central maximum. This is the angular position of first minima. Theta 1 is the, write it down, theta 1 is the first angular position from central maximum. Theta 1 is the first angular position of first minima from central maximum. So this is the first angular position of first minima with respect to central maximum. So write it down. Now for second minima you can say, if slit, this is slit and this is middle particle, there are infinite particles, and path difference is this one. If theta equal to theta 2, delta is equal to 2 lambda. Say, if diffraction angle becomes theta equal to theta 2 and corresponding path difference between top particle and bottommost particle is 2 lambda, then slit can be divided in 4 equal parts of lambda by 2. Say this one lambda by 2, lambda by 2, lambda by 2 and lambda by 2. So this one is lambda by 2. Let's see here. This is the B, see, and this is path difference, that is 2 lambda. 8 assume. This is corresponding angle, that is theta 2 for second degree. So slit can be divided by 4 equal parts of lambda by 2. 2 lambda by 4, that is lambda by 2. So you can divide here first, second, third and fourth. So by uniformity, this is 2 lambda first and last particle. There is part difference 2 lambda. So by uniformity you can say that this particle and this particle having part difference lambda by 2, and this would be lambda. This particle and this particle having part difference lambda, and this particle and this particle having part difference 3 lambda by 2, and this particle and this particle having part difference 2 lambda. So slit can be divided in 4 equal parts, and this particle and this particle having part difference 2 lambda. So this particle and this particle having part difference lambda by 2. This part, this is lambda. This is lambda by 2. This is lambda. This is 3 lambda by 2, and this is 2 lambda. So obstacle and wavelength of the light is comparable here, you can say. So its mean, this particle and this particle having a path difference lambda by 2. So this particle and this particle having path difference is still lambda by 2. This particle and this particle having path difference lambda by 2. So in upper portion, this is first portion, this is second portion, this is third portion, this is fourth portion. So in portion 1 there are many particles, and in portion 2 there are also corresponding particles to portion 1. So every particle on portion 1 and portion 2, every particle of portion 1 and corresponding particle of portion 2 meet in opposite phase at screen, that is path difference lambda by 2. So they will cancel out. Similarly, these particles having corresponding particle in fourth portion, so they will also cancel out. So still they will meet in opposite phase of the screen, so minima will obtain. So you see that when path difference between first particle and last particle is 2 lambda, then minima will still obtain. So you can say d sin theta 2 path difference equal to 2 lambda. Theta 2 is very small, so theta 2 equal to 2 lambda by d. This is the angular position of second minima from central maxima. Write it down. This is the angular position of second minima from central maxima. Particles of this portion is cancelled out by particle of this portion. Similarly, particle of this portion is cancelled out by this portion, because first particle and below of this line particle will meet in opposite phase, that is lambda by 2 path difference.
All these things are currently required to run the test energy from
So this is the condition for second minima falls from central maximum. Similarly, if diffraction angle is theta 2, say theta equal to theta 3. So path difference is 3 lambda. Again slit can be divided in 6 part of lambda by 2. So there is a pair. So you can say they will cancel out and minima will obtain at the screen. So you can say d sin theta 3 equal to 3 lambda. So theta 3 equal to 3 lambda by 3. This is the angular position of third minima from central maxima. Theta 3 is very, very small. So you can write. So you can generalize it. How? If theta equal to theta n, say delta x equal to n lambda. So theta n equal to n lambda by d. This is the most general formula, where n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. If you will put n equal to 1, you will get first position of first angular position of first minima from central maxima and so on. So this is the condition, this is the angular position of minimas from central maxima. Put n equal to 1, you will get first minima from central maxima and so on. Now move on maxima. For maxima, let theta equal to theta dash and corresponding path difference is 3 lambda by 2. So slit can be divided. This is delta x a, this is theta dash. Slit can be divided 3 equal parts of lambda by 2. So this would be lambda by 2, this would be lambda, and this is equal to 3 lambda by 2. Lambda by 2, lambda by 2, lambda by 2. If part difference is 3 lambda by 2, then you will see here this portion is cancelled out. As previously we have seen, each particle of this portion having corresponding particle in this portion, and these particles meet in opposite phase of corresponding particle of these portion. So they will make minima at the screen. So for this particle, these particles remain. So third portion having particles which are not cancelled out. So these particles create secondary wavelets, and secondary wavelets goes on screen and they will make maxima, but intensity of maxima is not same as central maxima, because third portion, that is one third light make first maxima. One third light make first maxima at the screen. So intensity of the secondary maxima is lesser than central maxima. So you can say here d sin theta dash equal to path difference is 3 lambda by 2, and theta dash is very very small, so you can write theta dash as 3 lambda by 2. So this is the position of first secondary maxima from central maxima. Write it down. This is the position of first secondary maxima from central maxima. Now for second maxima, you can take theta double dash equal to theta equal to theta double dash, and path difference between first and last particle is 5 lambda by 2. So you can say slit can be divided in 5 equal parts of lambda by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this would be lambda by 2, this would be lambda, this would be 3 lambda by 2, and this would be 2 lambda, and this would be 5 lambda by 2. So this is D, first particle and last particle. If path difference between first and last is 5 lambda by 2, then slit can be divided in 5 equal halves of lambda by 2. So this is cancelled out by this one, this is cancelled out by this one. One portion remains. So each particle of last portion will make maxima at the screen, but this maxima will obtain by 1/5 part of the light. So in this case also maxima will obtain, but intensity is decreases. Intensity will decrease. First maxima is obtained by 1/3 line, second maxima will obtained by 1/5 line, and central maxima is obtained by full line. So intensity of secondary maxima will go on decreasing as we move away from the central maxima. So you can say the intensity will decreases as we move away from the central maxima, and lastly it will diminish. So this is all about position of maxima and minima. So we will discuss further more concept in next lecture. So for today, thank you.